One of the most common questions we get at Splash is about hooking up the Autovac to your pool. So let's go over that real quick. This is the Little Shark, which is the suction side vac that we sell here at Splash. So we're going to use it for demonstrations. And by the way, this one looks a little aged. I went and pulled this out of R&D. We've been using this for many years, so it has seen a lot of days in the pool, but it still works great. All right, so one of the keys to getting this vac started is it has to be flooded when you hook it up to the vac plate on the skimmer. If not, it'll suck in air and you won't have anything happening. So here's one of the ways that I do it. I'll drop the head in and then slowly feed the hose, making sure that I put it underwater. And what you're doing is you're forcing all the air out. So as I'm putting this under, all of the air is coming out, and when it gets to the end, you'll actually see water come up and come out. That means there's no air in that. So now I'm going to need my vac plate. And you got one of these with your pool. Every splash pool comes with one of these for the skimmer, and you can see it says warning strong suction on it. So this is going to fit on top of the skimmer. But some Autovacs, this one included, will not fit this hole. You can see that's a loose fit. So you have to have a reducer cone. If you buy a Splash, or if you buy a Little Shark from Splash, this reducer cone will come with it. If you get another vac, you may need the reducer cone, and it may fit the vac plate. So the reducer cone simply goes on like that, and then we're going to put it in the hole of the vac plate, just like that. Now I'm going to get this air back out. I'm going to push the skimmer down. I'm going to put the plate on top, and I'm going to turn my pump back on. And you can see that as soon as it starts creating suction, it sucks the skimmer down. That means you've got good suction, and you can see that the Autovac is taking off. You can put your hand on the hose, and you can usually feel it vibrating. That tells you that the heads in there are moving, and that's what moves the Autovac around the pool. So we're rocking and rolling right now. That's method one. Just make sure you get the air out. Let's go to method two. All right, so the second method, you'll have to have your pump running for this. And if you have a low speed, I would recommend that, because high speed, sometimes you'll blow the sections of the hose apart. You won't know till you try it, but I've got this pump on low speed. One of the advantages of having a 2-speed pump. So we're going to take the end of the hose, and I'm going to put it up against the return, which is where the water comes back into the pool. And what you're going to see is that it's going to force water through here and force all the air out the end. And when I'm done, the hose is flooded. Now, once I've done that, I'm going to keep this end underwater. I'm going to go down here to my vac plate. Remember, I've still got my reducer cone on here. I'm going to push the skimmer floating weir down. I'm going to put the cap on top. And it's going to suck down, but you'll notice that it's not just moving real fast. This is where I'm going to put my pump back on high speed. And boom, it takes off. So there's two methods to hook up your Autovac. Now this is for a skimmer side Autovac. In other words, a suction side. So it sucks water in. You can probably hear it moving around on the bottom. You also have a pressure side vac, which is one that you would hook up to your return. Some of them that have like the little debris bags on them, those work off a pressure side. So you just unscrew your eyeball fitting and plug it into the return and let it go. But this is a suction side vac. The advantage of this is whatever it sucks up, one goes through the skimmer basket, and then two goes through the basket and the hair lint trap, and then three goes through the filter. If you have a pressure side and it just has the debris basket, the really fine particles are just going to go through the mesh basket and they're going to stay in the pool. It's going to pick up the big particles, but it's not going to get a lot of the smaller ones. That's how you hook up an Autovac for Splash Pool. Two different ways.